Federalist Foster here to explain another key document. Today we're looking at Federalist Number 51 by James Madison. Enduring understanding for this is that the Constitution created a competitive policymaking process to ensure the people's will is represented and that freedom is preserved. Basically, this Federalist paper talks about the system of checks and balances and separation of powers. It argued that the federal government was limited in power through that system that's embedded within the branches. The main ideas of Federalist 51 is that power is divided within three branches of government, each with little control over the other. That we have power further divided because we have federalism with national and state governments each having their own powers. We also further divide Congress into two houses with a bicameral legislature. And at that time, too, he argues that they were elected in different ways, one directly through the people and one through the state legislatures. He explains the system of checks and balances, that government must be powerful enough to control the people, but also control itself. He explains that this keeps power from becoming too centralized, that it prevents one person or one group from taking over power or taking over control. He famously says if men were angels, no government would be necessary. So how and when did we see this document in class? You were first asked to annotate Federalist 51 for the summer assignment, and then later on when we started school, we also translated and explained the ideas onto a worksheet. So this document could be used to explain and defend the system of separation of powers, explain and defend the system of checks and balances. It could explain how policymaking is enhanced by a process where there's many groups that have influence. It could explain that the people's will is best represented under the Constitution through the three separate branches. Also explain the benefits of a competitive policymaking process, relating it back to our enduring understanding. So this slide right here showing you those checks and balances, it is important for you to know all the checks and balances that each branch has on the other branches. So go ahead and pause this if you need to just go take a look at a review of those. That's it for us today, explaining Federalist 51. You can follow me on Twitter, and as always, keep calm and Viking on.